Let's get it, man. Ben 10 finally respond to the beef of JR, of All-Star JR. You know what I'm saying? He had a challenge and all that shit. The Ben 10 challenge. Shit was crazy. Let's get into it.
I've got an update for you guys
We
on the
all
Ben 10
shit, we
shooting
all thought
situation,
he was gonna
and
be a
All-Star
vegetable.
JR and Ben 10 are now publicly going back and forth. Some people think All-Star JR is doing a little bit too much talking. That Mob Untied song had a few things in it where it seemed to suggest that he was actually painting a picture of what actually went down that day. Not a million miles away from what Gucci Mane did with his recent Crash Dummy song that a lot of people said was him basically making a public statement about the incident so he didn't have to talk to police. Now, All-Star JR, okay, he's in a tight spot. Everyone's calling him Defensive Player of the Year for the shooting that ended up injuring Ben 10 from the NBA crew as well as Dead End Ron. You know, we're seeing videos from the hospital. It looks like Dead End Ron might have lost one of his fingers. We're hearing all these different rumors. Jay Prince Jr. is responding. Now, I will say one thing before I get into the back and forth. Somebody involved in the situation, I won't say who, but somebody you know who was someone contacted me, basically, right? Someone that you know, somebody very well known. And they basically told me that a lot of what you're hearing out there being reported isn't necessarily true. I don't want to say too much, but what I'm hearing is that the situation from people that was there, the situation might not have gone down exactly how everyone was saying. One of the things that's been said is that actually I'm hearing from people that Jay Prince Jr. being involved was actually may well have been just a big coincidence. He didn't necessarily tell Ben 10, he didn't turn up there with NBA members. Apparently this was an organic situation that popped off. Some people are saying that it was it was just a personal altercation that popped off between All-Star JR and Ben 10, and that other people ended up getting involved with it. Jay Prince Jr. just so happened to be there. That's rumors that I'm hearing. And, you know, I'm hearing that the injuries maybe ain't as bad as they're saying. I don't know for sure, but I just wanted to maybe just pass on some of that information because I am being told that there is actually a lot more to this story. Even though I'm digging into this diligently, there might be more angles to the story we didn't know. But in lieu of that, okay, this has now been going around. So this is apparent a back and forth between All-Star JR and Ben 10. So they actually had a direct back and forth in the DMs. And so All-Star JR posted this. So it appeared that he actually missed a call from Ben 10.
Really
and he said, I ain't trying to talk. Send me that challenge. He's talking about the Ben 10 challenge. He's saying, send him a clip of you writhing on the floor doing the Ben 10 challenge, which is very, very disrespectful. But anyway, Ben 10 replied. He said, oh, you really a bitch. And then he posted a photo. We don't know what photo that is. And JR responded. He said, says the dude in the hospital full of bullets. And then Ben 10 stand on business said, you pick up the phone. Pick up. You know I ain't full of no effing bullets. And he's saying, well, duh, bitch, you've been in the hospital 100 days. And Ben 10 just responded, for sure. And then All-Star JR said, you wipe that spit off your pussy-ass face? How it feel that everybody left your bum-ass bitch-ass to die? Dude, you ain't even... dude, you ain't cut. You a bum-ass doughboy. And then he added this caption. He said, what's crazy was I ain't tell y'all I spit on the goofy after he got flamed. Thick ass neck brace. Did you get popped or in getting a 10-car pile up? I ain't doing your interview, bro. It's over. So this is pretty crazy. And it's been going viral in the subreddits. This is in the Crime in the D. So the Detroit Streets Gang subreddit. It said, Auntie ain't been keeping up. What the hell happened? We already know. All right, but maybe it didn't go down the way people are saying it, but people are still sharing the public narrative that's floating around saying Jay Prince Jr. facilitated an attempted robbery of JR in Houston. They jumped JR 10v1 and JR got one of their guns and shot two of them, which happened to be NBA Youngboy affiliates, and JR popping it on Instagram for the past 10 days. He was saying them Louisiana dudes had to be doing voodoo because that dude should not be alive right now. How you stand over two people and not kill one? Low-key, I don't think that he stood over him. Said they're in a lounge. The pistol was probably a bullshit 25. Best gun to sneak in there. Bodyguard, it's small but not bullshit. And they're saying because JR's selling you dreams, you guys just dick rode him to the max. He ran back to Detroit after staying in Houston for so long after the situation. What does that tell you? You can rep that Detroit versus everybody shit, but tell your rapper to stop acting like he's super gangster and he in hibernation. He ain't left the house since this happened. Said, what you supposed to do? Stay in another city? You guys are dumb. Said, you all cried and was minions in Lil Tim's comments telling him to do the same thing. And saying, why he posting the messages though? People saying he an attention whore, either clout or he's about to do an interview or insurance because he felt like they were going to come and kill him. A lot of people saying because he the police. And he's saying, gang, what's police about it? 10 ain't make no threats. All-Star just talking shit. It's a self-defense case. Yo ass just mad. Keep it real. All right. Said, don't you ever get on them phones and explain nothing. Saying Allstar JR goes full federal and puts insurance on himself. People saying, I don't understand how this is putting insurance on himself. Everyone already knows and is aware of the situation. It's not a secret that they're into it. JR could have stayed completely silent had he gotten killed a couple of weeks or months later.
Nigga.
Folks going to assume it's get back from NBA and mob ties. People saying posting it makes it verifiable proof, not speculation. People saying, damn, they treat this shit like entertainment, letting us know what they into, then be surprised when the feds on them. They're saying, gang, YB fans are so crazy they invaded 2 subs at the same time. The comment section is straight YB fans. Well, if you want to know about the YB fans, this is the dumb way, and this is another update. Ben 10 would basically respond to that post being put around, and he would also say that he felt that it was police behavior. He said, you telling the story for the police. You literally getting all the information from him. There's so much I want to say, but I'm real, and they got real street dudes watching me. I refuse to let us down. So he basically saying that he a cop. Some people are saying down bad. They're saying which one of them. People are saying Ben stressed from the hospital when he should be focused on physical therapy. Saying he probably don't want the police on him. But JR and his manager Dogface playing police games. It's crazy. They're saying, can JR just go back to Houston and play ball already? No more posts. Why they can't go to Detroit? Might as well meet in the middle and bang it out in St. Louis. No home court advantage. People saying, dude, acting like it's not all on camera. You think the police haven't got the security footage from the restaurant yet? He's the one begging for an interview. This is true. But what does that have to do with his actions? You sound like people talking about some, well, Gucci security was going to tell anyways. People saying this is his insurance to posting the private convo on the net. Dudes usually do this for insurance to slow a hit down. JR, goofy, he hide in his hand. Says JR was too excited posting his DMs with Ben. They're saying it's lame on both sides. This the same dude asking someone to pay him for an interview about the situation, but that's not police. I will pay for that interview. I've already put it out there in the world. I'm more than willing to pay for that interview. But anyway, this is the DMs posted on the dumb way as well. People saying, boy, trying to put insurance on his life. Everyone's saying insurance. Saying what he'd need insurance for. Ben texted on socials, that's more fed than ever. But JR posting the whole messages for the world to see is 10 times fed. That's what they're saying. Said he's scary. LMAO, he think he a killer. Said, man, I'd be mad as F if a dude that shot me is talking crazy like this. They're saying he overdoing the insurance.
No, when you gonna get
no, for real, this screams, if something happens to me, y'all know who did it. Right? And saying, get his meat out your mouth. So JR say, when them boys get him, he need the police to know who did it. Like the whole situation wasn't caught on video. Y'all say anything, but they're saying police don't really know what happened. JR solving it for them. Says this facts, bro. We don't even have the full CCTV footage from inside the building. Feds just working that RICO on NBA right now. But in my opinion, I feel like both sides dragging it to take the stripes and take the L. Too much money to be made with a lot of talent on both sides. Saying I thought 10 was going to move different after this, but I guess not. They're saying this shit probably made him worse. All right. Says what happened to Detroit versus everybody. We thought 10 was going to come out on positive stuff, and instead this dude's happy.
I don't think Ben 10 a rapper. I ain't heard no rap about Ben 10 and shit.
It's new beef. It's not new. Apparently, Ben knew he used to fuck with T Grizzly and Sada Baby and wanted to up the score, according to what academics said Ben Dunn told him. So that's the rumors that I'm hearing. That it ain't have nothing to do with no J Prince Jr. Apparently, Ben 10 knew that JR used to rock with T Grizzly. Dirk locked in with T Grizzly. So some rumors going around that he's saying Ben was just standing on business over the whole 4K Trey OTF war. Said should have finished the job. Now you put insurance on his life, insurance and clout. That's what everybody is saying, that this is a straight insurance claim. Fools need to run the insurance for the chains, and they need to run the insurance for staying alive as well. They're saying this dude's career's over for the second time. You can't tell me he's not scared. That's why he's leaving Detroit. Says dude's scared, posting DMs and stuff. You can tell dudes just talking when they just jump from insult to insult. Dudes talk like a high school roast session. Sounds goofy. They're saying this is how you put insurance on yourself. Why isn't the Chicago sub not posting this? I noticed that. I couldn't find this on Sharkology. So you want him to go to Baton Rouge and have a good old-fashioned draw-down shootout in the town square with 10 to show you he isn't scared? This sub is full of squirrel-brained crash-outs. Just admit that 10 got his ass thrashed and he got to sit down somewhere and take his lick. Saying that's the same shit you want Lil Tim to do. Why Lil Tim hiding and all that other BS? This situation has exposed so many contradictions that you guys have. Dudes got their picks and chooses. You know, YB, 4K Trey, and NBA crews are the most hated. Okay, and there's a few deleted comments. But basically, this is going around everywhere. It says 10 still on that, but dude put an insurance on himself. It says, you know, a dude's scared when he starts dry snitching on his ops. You got to realize that dude probably really put bullets in that dude, and he up like nothing happened. 10 not human. He's scared as hell. So JR on some police shit. Dude's weird as hell posting in this like he want dudes to know who did it in case something happened to him. I thought it was Detroit versus everybody. Saying dudes was doing all of that trolling. The only thing I don't fuck with about this whole thing is that when Tim killed Von, it was F 4K Trey. Now everybody praising this man Allstar for what he did to 10. They're saying this dude 10 is not normal. He won't let this go until JR is hurt or worse, for sure.
That's true,
This dude
though.
10 is a menace. Okay.
That is
Ben,
true.
like, damn, this F dude snapped on me in that last message when he said for sure. He said he snapped. He said, damn, for sure. All right. I wouldn't play with him. Saying dude doesn't realize that most of these big rappers got done because they was beefing with YB. Take JD Youngin, G Money, and King Von as an example, all in their caskets regressing that beef. So,
Rest their souls,
some people
man.
think this is federal behavior. Some people think JR's.
Rest their souls. Let's continue on. That man, crazy.